Yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys. But those are like butterflies.
Don't eat the water.
So you want to switch each time? But this is what I have for.
Don't eat the watermelon. I can plant it. My method to put is T-O. My logo. Come to Papa. I'm not taking a walk. Yeah. Tayo, come on. You're going with Dad. We're going. This is bad one. He's not, okay?
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today is Tuesday the 23rd. It is actually a little late already. I have kind of been not really procrastinating, well, okay, procrastinating and hesitating on whether I actually want to film this video. Today was a busy day. On Tuesdays I usually have my lab in person, so we usually go in from 8 a.m. till 3 p.m. and then after lab I have to go and pick up my kids from school, and sometimes they get off early depending on the weather, and today was one of those days, so I went in it and I had to pick them up from school. Then we had to go do grocery shopping, and then by the time that we got home it was already like 6 p.m. So the day kind of just went by. But I wanted to I kept my little my scrubs on for school so that I can show you guys, because I had to buy some new ones and I really like this ones. But this are my scrubs. This is how we have to go to school, and we have to wear all white. My headband is actually supposed to be white, but I didn't have any. I didn't have a white one, so I'm gonna have to go buy a white one. But yeah, we can wear white undershirts and white shoes. But this is my scrub outfit for school. And but honestly, I think the only reason why I wanted to film, let me fix this a little bit. I wanted to film because I wanted to get back into filming, honestly. I want to share, I feel like there's a lot that I'm learning about myself, about things that I want to share, and I just want to put it out there into the world. So yeah, that's why I want to film. But yeah, so I wanted to share with you guys like a quick grocery haul. The kids are already in bed. I have a test tomorrow. my gosh, I'm so tired. We had a test yesterday for my introduction to professional nursing class, and then tomorrow we have a test on foundations of nursing. So we essentially have a test almost every week. This week we had 2 exams, and they're like 50 questions each, and you have to get a 76% or more to pass that test. So I have kind of been behind on my studying because I have been focused on creating the Notion planner, a perfect Notion planner, and so I'm trying to catch up on my studying and catch up on the planner. Like, this is my biggest struggle right now, is being able to say, okay, I don't have to make this perfect before I can use it. I can use it while it's still, and I'm struggling with that. But yeah, so I've been trying to study a little bit because I'm behind again on this topic. Last time I literally only studied for like 2 days because I was procrastinating on the studying, and I got an 88. No, I got an 80. This time I got an 80 for this quiz, which I was bummed out. And then now here I am again. I still haven't like studied, but I do understand some of the materials that are going to be on this quiz, and I've kind of done some practice exams. I think the biggest thing for me is that I just feel like I haven't mastered the topic completely like I want to. But I'm gonna wake up early and do some studying. My exam is tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So I will wake up, get the kids ready for school, take them to school, and then go to my exam. So yeah, I just really need to kind of get my head in order and get all of that together. But I still was like, let me film a video because I'm a crazy woman. So I want to share with you guys like a quick grocery haul of the things that we're going to be using this week. I really prefer doing delivery for my groceries because it avoids overspending and all that good stuff. But this time around, we were just around the area, and I was like, let's just go in and get it, since I didn't have enough time to plan the grocery shopping. But I got pineapples, also grabbed some blackberries, and we have been loving Fairlife, so we like their whole milk and also their chocolate milk. I love this because it is high in protein, and it really tastes good. I don't buy juice anymore. I haven't been buying juice anymore, but for some reason this time around I decided to buy juice. I think I was just hungry and I was like, okay, I want to buy this. Mostly I want to pack it for the kids as like something that they can drink for, during snack time and whatnot. So I also bought like little bottles for them. Let me show you guys. I got these little bottles that I have been using for the kids lunches and snacks. Oh, this one looks a little iffy, but I just put their drinks in here, and then I pack it in their little snack bags. But we got some bananas. We got some Chobani yogurt, King's Hawaiian. I'm just going to be using this for sandwiches, so that's why I didn't buy the big thing. I just bought a small one for the kids' sandwiches this week. They love this Mama Chia seeds, and this is actually, it's really good for you. It's prebiotic, but this is one of the things that I pack for them for their snacks. I don't know if I'm going to film tomorrow morning. I'm going to try to, but if I do, then I'll show you guys like what I'm packing for the day. We also got some chips. Okay, ooh, one's falling. But I got some apples as well. And then just a mix of bell peppers, I'm trying to put everything away as I'm like showing you guys so that I'm not here for another hour. But blueberries, and then this Annie's what are they called? Gummy bears, gummy whatevers, but this ones are like butterflies. And then absolutely love this wheat thins. They're so good. They're really good. So oh my gosh, oh, my raspberries got squished. Oh, look at that. Oh, they're bleeding all over. Okay, we got raspberries as well. Then we got some squash. Oh, we got some ground beef too. Okay, another variation of the Annie's gummies. Got some bread. This is my favorite brand. Okay, also grabbed some mushrooms, and I got a lot, mostly because it was like $5 for this. And then I wanted the kids to try this, and for some reason they don't like them. But I always like I told you guys before that I'm trying to make better decisions in terms of food, so we've been switching to more to better ingredients. And so I'm like buying different things to see what they like, what they don't like. Also grabbed some wontons. This one's what buy one get one free, and we had the other one for dinner today. Okay, also grabbed this go-go squeeze. I thought these ones were interesting, so we want to try those. Some salad. Got some strawberries. I love this mango. The kids also really love this popsicles from Outshine. They are really low in calorie. This is like 70 calories for one bar. Not the best in terms of ingredients, but I love them. I really have been trying to get away from ranch, but my kids do not like the other one that I bought. Let me show you which one that I had bought. I bought Primal Kitchen before. I don't know if you guys can see, my light is a little bright here, but I bought Primal Kitchen before, and I packed it for them and they didn't seem to like it, so I just bought the ranch just in case, just so we have that in for them to have for their carrots and whatnot. And then we switched to they love strawberry jam, so I have been using this one now. This one doesn't have any high fructose corn syrup or yeah, it's made with natural ingredients. It's just strawberries, sugar, fruit pectin, and citric acid. So, and it actually still tastes pretty good, so it's a good alternative. And then also grabbed some carrot. The last thing, this snack trays. I haven't been buying this a lot, but I saw them and I was like, this would be a quick easy lunch, so I just grabbed it. The kids really like pepperoni too, so okay guys, so I just finished putting all the groceries away. I am really tired. I really want to just go to sleep. I haven't even showered yet. I need to go and do that. But I feel like I'm just gonna go through some of the topics really quickly that I want to review, or maybe I can just leave that for tomorrow. Honestly, I don't know. I also need to clean my kitchen. I have dirty dishes. I have a bunch of laundry waiting for me. So I'm trying to think about how I can manage all the things. I think one of the biggest reasons why I really want to film and share my life with you right now, guys, is that I really just want to show how things are. Like, I feel like for the longest time I felt really I felt shame. Like I was like, oh, my life is not the way that I want it to be, you know, so I don't want to share that. And even though I've been like transparent with you guys about a lot of things, you know, you kind of want to feel like you're making progress, and when you feel like you're not making progress, it really sucks. So I think for me, I just kind of got into this place where I felt hopeless, I felt sad, because I felt like I wasn't making the kind of progress that I wanted to make. But I am realizing now that, you know, it's okay to be where you are, and I am making progress. I just really have high expectations for myself, and that can sometimes feel like I'm not doing enough even when I'm not. But right now I really want to get some rest, and then so I'm gonna go get some rest. I think I'm not gonna worry about cleaning or doing anything else. I'm gonna get some rest. God willing, I want to try and wake up as early as I can and getting some study hours before I have to get the kids ready for school. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is 4:45 a.m. and I'm about to do some studying. So let's do it. I love using ChatGPT to study and for everything else pretty much. But what I do is that I upload my study documents to ChatGPT, and then I have it, and then I use it as a study buddy or as a teacher. So that's what we're gonna do to kind of go over the concepts that I'm still kind of fuzzy on. So yeah, I have my little tablet here, and I'm gonna just put a timer on when I've realized that that's like the best way for me to make sure that I'm not going over or spending too much or just losing track of time. So okay, we're gonna put a timer for how long? I'm gonna study the first concept for like I'm gonna study the first concept for maybe 25 minutes, and then take a test, and then kind of go over that. Actually, I think I might start with the test first, just to see what I know, and what. Okay, so I'm gonna use ChatGPT, as I said, and I usually have it like I ask it to create questions for me, and then I answer those questions, and then after that, then I know where my mind is, like, and how much I know. So let's start. Okay.
Specific scenarios you want to explore, feel free to let me know.
Okay, so okay, that's good. Let's go over the nursing process for everything. So under the assessment for infection control, we would look, not only would we look at the risk factors, we would also look at labs. We would look at signs of local or systematic infection, diagnose, and then we would diagnose the patient. So gonna go over specifics for infection control for each of those sections.
Absolutely. Let's break it down step by step. Infection control, nursing process. Planning, set clear, measurable goals like reducing the risk of infection, maintaining skin integrity, and ensuring that the patient remains afebrile. Implementation, infection prevention measures. This includes hand hygiene, using appropriate PPE, and following isolation protocols, antibiotic stewardship, educate the patient about completing their...
Okay guys, so my camera died, but this is what I have for the kids snacks and lunch. So for lunch they're gonna be having their ham and cheese buns, sandwiches, whatever, and then we got some chips, grape tomatoes, and mixed fruits, and then they're gonna have this for something sweet. Okay, and then for snacks, I'm always like trying to find the best snacks that are also healthy and high in protein. These ones are not the highest in protein, unfortunately, but the kids really love this. Maybe I could add something that has more protein, but anyway, this is what we have going on. We got a cheese stick, the mama chia seed that I showed you guys, this Annie's squares, the strawberry drink that I showed you last night, and then a banana. But that's what they're gonna have. Okay, by the way, I forgot to show you guys, but I found this little snack bags from Amazon that I really love. These are perfect for snacks, and you can put them in the freezer because they are ice packs as well. So that's what I use for their snacks each day.
Hey y'all, watch out!
I'm usually able to like fit everything in for them. Baby, could you give me your bag?
Yes, Mama.
Thank you. Oh, be careful. Got a lot of things going on. I'm saying your bag. Oh, actually, never mind. You can't reach it, can you? Okay, so we got those. I'm gonna put those in their bags, and then we'll be ready. Okay, come on. Odayi, where's your oh, Milo, come on, let me put it there. It's a sandwich.
Mom, you keep bringing this with us.
Oh,
And I like it.
you love those lunch boxes?
Yeah.
I'm glad you like them. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put
Mom,
your...
that's actually...
No, yours is the gray one.
No. The other time I had the light green one.
So you want to switch each time? Huh?
Yeah.
Well, Daria, are you okay?
Nope, he's not okay.
Okay, baby. Is it just because of your t-shirt? Okay, so the kids are back there getting dressed and ready for school. So we're gonna just focus on that. I'm gonna get them to school, and then I'll talk to you guys when I get back home after school. But this is my morning today. Okay guys, I am back home after drop off. I'm switching positions, and I'm gonna study from my little area here, which is absolutely messy, but I have about an hour to do some more study, so I'm gonna focus on kind of just reviewing everything. I'm probably gonna do another test just to go over and and see what I'm still hesitating on, and then do a final review, and then I gotta get out of here. So I need to do some med math too, so I'm gonna do some med math as well. Oh. Hi guys. So I am back home from school, from taking the test. I am so tired. I'm so tired. But guess how I did after studying for only 2 days and not getting enough rest? I got an 80 again for the same reasons. So one thing that I'm doing is that I am, with the Notion thing, I'm actually documenting, like I'm actually doing a reflection after each exam to kind of track patterns and everything, so that I know like what I need to work on to improve. And the biggest pattern for me is that I always wait till the last minute, which is classic. I wait till the last minute and then I start to frantically, I think that I can accomplish the goals that I want within that time, which is not reasonable. So that's something that I definitely want to develop a strategy for. I have another test next week on Monday, and then I also have a PBA, which is, I forget the full name for it, but it's basically where you are demonstrating skills. So for this one, we're going to be demonstrating vital sign skills. Now, the biggest thing for that one for me is just a matter of the biggest thing with that I'm concerned about is the blood pressure. Like, we're going to be doing manual blood pressures, and I always like freak out and I release the valve too fast, or sometimes it just kind of doesn't work very well for me. So I just really need to get confident and on just doing it slowly and listening to the sounds. But I'm not really too worried about that. I'm going to be going back to school tomorrow to do like a practice with some other students that are going to be there. So we'll be able to, I'll practice with my partner and whatnot. So that will be good. We also have like a whole group project due this week. For this school, because it is an online school, most of the learning is online. So one way that they measure attendance is by having us do discussion posts. And unfortunately for me and the other students, right now we're taking 4 classes, and for those 4 classes we have to do 2 initial discussions for each class. So it's 8 discussions for in total. And for those discussions, they've been like, this is one of the reasons why the first week was really hard, because they had all of these rules about APA and how you're going to cite the source. And we have to like cite a scholarly source and cite an academic source. And I'm like, oh my gosh, when am I going to be doing the actual learning? But yeah, so we have 8 original posts. And then on top of that, we have to respond to 6 peers within each class. I realize that I still have my badge on. But for the discussion posts, the response posts, we actually have to do so we have to respond to 3 other classmates for each original discussion. Essentially, we have to do 6 response posts for each class, and that is a total of, so now it's a total of 24 peer responses and 6 original discussion posts. So 32 posts in total for just discussions. And on top of that, of course, we have the exams, we have lab, we're gonna start clinicals in October, and it's for this level 1, it's only gonna be 8-hour clinicals every Saturday. For me, it's gonna be every Saturday. So there's a lot, and I haven't started any of the discussions right now yet because I've been prepping for the exams and whatnot. But now that that's over, I'm going to start working on the exams, on the discussion posts, and also prepping for my exam next week. I want to give you guys like a little tour of my Notion workspace, just to give you an idea of what I'm working with and how I'm approaching this, just in case it matters to you at all, if you care. But what was I gonna say? I'm exhausted. I'm really tired. I actually work overnight, so I'm still working full time, and I requested to switch my shifts so that I work nights. And I think I talked about this before, that I work nights during the week when my kids are in school. So this week I'm working Thursday night, Friday night, and then I worked on Sunday during the day earlier this week. And then yeah, so I work usually during the weekends. I work during the day if I have a test on Monday, and at night if I don't have a test. But my work has been very flexible on that, and I'm really grateful for them. So I was actually going to pick up a shift, but I'm like, I'm so tired. I didn't get enough rest last night. I slept for only like 4 or 5 hours. And then with this test, like my mind has been through it today. So I don't think I'm going to pick up a shift, even though I really want to. And so I'm just going to focus right now. I really want to like streamline my Notion process, because for me, that's like, I feel like it's not the most important thing, but it's really helpful to kind of have a system where you have everything organized. And I've realized that I don't like writing on paper because, first of all, with that, it's easy to lose. And I don't like planners because they're not comprehensive enough. With Notion, it is very comprehensive. Like I can create a lot, like the whole thing inside that one space, and that's what I like about it. So that's why I'm like, I've been working on trying to streamline everything. I'm also really trying to understand my learning process and the best study method for me, because I really want to be effective in how I'm spending my time. So that's also another reason why I'm spending too much time on this template. But I do realize that I'm spending time doing something that is not as important as the actual tasks that I need to do. So that is where I really need to kind of hone in and kind of just make sure that I'm not spending too much time on the less important things. But for like an hour or two right now, I'm gonna just focus on Notion and just streamline what I need to streamline, so that I kind of have for this week, because we have new topics this week that we're working on, and so I want to make sure that I'm staying on top of those topics, so that when the exam comes, I'm not reviewing material that I should already have known at that point, which is what happened this time because I wasn't prepared ahead of time. I know that if I can do that, I'll definitely do better on my next exam, and that is the goal. I need to start aiming for like 90% or more, because I mean, it's not really like a requirement, but for me, like I know that I can do way more than I'm doing right now, and I realize that I keep putting myself in positions where I am not doing the best. And this is the thing with ADHD, is that you sabotage yourself, because you're not spending time on what really matters. You're spending time with the things that don't matter, but they interest you. They feel good. They make you happy. They excite you. So you spend time on those things and you ignore the things that are actually important. And even though I'm literally on medication, I'm still kind of struggling with that. And I know that medication is not supposed to cure ADHD. The thing with medication is that it's supposed to help you be more focused in areas that you may struggle with focus. It also is supposed to help with what is the other thing, with task initiation. So it's supposed to help you to be able to initiate tasks that you may struggle with initiating because of overthinking or decision paralysis and all of that good stuff. So in that regard, I feel like I'm not really struggling with that per se. I think the biggest thing for me is just that I struggle with not doing what I like. Like I struggle with prioritization, not because I can't, but because in my mind, I always feel like this is what I really, really want to do right now. This is what I really need to do. This is what I have to do. And if I don't do it, then something is going to happen, or I'm not going to be prepared. So in my mind, I have this beliefs that if I don't complete this task that I really enjoy, that something bad is going to happen, or I'm not going to be happy, or this is not going to go well. And so I end up spending time doing that task instead of doing exactly what matters, even though in my mind also I have that belief, and I know, because it's so funny, like I saw somebody said that when you have ADHD, you're not listening to your brain, because my brain will be like, Faye, this is not important, stop doing this, this is not important, you should be doing this thing. And I'm like, I know, but I really want to do this. It's like we all have two different people in our minds, but I have like I'm like, why is my brain divided? Why is it telling me that I need to like really focus and do this, and then this other thing is telling me that I need to stop and focus on something else? But that is my mind right now. And one thing that I really want to do is that I really want to look into DBT, which is a type of therapy that focuses on ADHD traits and whatnot. And then I'm actually considering changing my provider, because I told you guys before that I'm taking Consada, and I was taking 27 milligrams, but that wasn't enough. Like, I felt like that wasn't enough. I mean, it's a beginner dose, honestly. And then I talked to her about it, and she boosted me up to 36. So now I'm at 36. I started that, I think, last week. And quite frankly, I don't know. She did mention to me that the medication is going to help you focus, but the side effect of that is that you will focus on things. It's not going to help you prioritize on what you need to focus on, right? So the biggest thing that I need to work on right now is that I need to learn the skills to do the things that I need to do, right? So that I'm not spending too much time doing what I don't need to be doing, because medication is not going to like solve everything. But I also wanted to talk to you guys about, like, I don't know why I'm talking about this here. I could be folding clothes while I'm talking to you. What am I doing? Come on over, folks. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear me. But as I was saying, basically I have a bunch of clothes that I need to fold. I have a bunch of clothes to fold, as you can see, and I still have more that I need to fold and wash. The biggest thing for me right now that I'm trying to work on is just balancing everything. Motherhood, school, work, all the things. And one thing that I want to start doing is that during the day when my kids are away, I want to focus on schoolwork. So getting my homework done, whatever important tasks I need to do, I need to get those done when my kids are away. And then when they come back home, then I can focus on household tasks. So that's when I would be doing the folding of the clothing, or cleaning the house, doing any last minute cleaning tasks that I didn't do at all, doing preparing dinner, helping them with their homework. Because what I have been doing is that I've not been like finishing my assignments during the day, or when I have time away from them. And then when they get back home, I'm like so stressed out. I'm busy trying to do homework while my kids are waiting for dinner, or they want me to play with them. I also need to help them with their homework. So then I feel so overwhelmed and stressed out, and I end up staying up really late because I'm trying to catch up on everything. But if I can organize myself so that I get my tasks, my homework and school tasks done during the day when they're not here, and then at night I can just be present for them, I think that's going to help me a lot. I also really need to start incorporating fitness as well. Like, I had been walking a lot, especially when I was at work. When I was working during the day, I was getting like 10,000 or plus steps almost every day, and that was helping me with losing weight. And then I started nursing school, and I haven't been working during the day. I haven't been walking as much, so that is really not something that I want to I want to make sure that I'm maintaining my physical health while I'm still while I'm doing all of this. So I really want to organize myself and organize my schedule so that I can be able to do that. And it's funny because I'm telling you guys that I want to do I'm telling you that I want to do schoolwork while my kids are away, and I'm here folding clothes. I need to go do that. But I just felt like, since I'm talking to you, I might as well fold the clothes while I'm talking to you instead of just sitting there. Because I have a bunch of stuff to do. But anyway, I've definitely realized that it's really tough to be a parent when you have ADHD, especially when you have children with ADHD. And I have suspicions that my children do, if not two, one of them does. And recently, like, he's been struggling a little bit at school, and with kids who have ADHD, they do struggle in terms of staying still and being attentive, and that doesn't really work well when you have a system where children are supposed to stay still for 8 whatever how many hours they're there. It doesn't really work well, and so he's struggling a little bit, and that has really been like making me feel really sad, because I had suspicions about it, and I even because my children, they actually saw a therapist before, just to kind of help with their attention and speech and whatnot, and they had to see this was somebody that I actually hired, well, 2 people, but they ended up seeing an occupational therapist for this, and the therapist is the one that actually like recommended, like they were like, I think you might need to get them tested, because I've noticed that they can't really stay still or whatnot. And I was like, yeah, I realized that. And during the summer, I actually started the process. Like, I went and found a therapist and whatnot, and I started the process of getting them, evaluated. And then unfortunately we had to stop that because the other party who is involved here decided that it wasn't a good idea. So now this is kind of like a twofold thing, where I now have to, now the kids are struggling at school, or one of them is struggling at school, and now it's like we really need to do something, because I don't want him to keep getting in trouble, or to be affected at school. So that is also another factor for me. Now I have to go back to court again, because of this, and I hate it, guys. Like, I have been procrastinating on going to court because I don't want to spend any time on that. Like, I don't want to spend time going to court to fight someone, I don't want to waste my time going to court, guys. Like, I hate it. I hate the time and energy, the emotional energy that it takes to create those motions. It's not easy, and I have been representing myself throughout this whole process of co-parenting. And so, like, when you're representing yourself, you're required to know the law like a lawyer would. So you can't just go to the court and pretend, oh, I'm so sorry, Your Honor, I didn't know. No, you have to know what you're saying. And so if you file your motions incorrectly, if you fail to provide enough evidence, your case could be thrown out, your case could be dismissed. The judge could even like put on sanctions against you. I actually had an incident one time where this was last year. I got so frustrated because there was just so many different issues that we were dealing with. And I got so frustrated that I just filed, I think it was like 17 motions. I filed 17 motions with the court, and the judge she actually sent me a letter in response to my filings, and she was like, the petitioner has filed a total of 17 or 14 or whatever number of motions. And then she told me that in the letter, she's like, you can't file any more motions unless you get a lawyer. And this was mostly because for one of the motions that I filed, I was requesting to have a decision maker appointed, because I was tired of having to go to court all the time. Like, we're having to go to court just to make a simple decision, because we're not in agreement, or because the other party is not following the court's orders. So I got so frustrated that I asked for that, because I was like, we're not going to agree on this. I hate asking the court for help, but I don't know what else to do, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, this person is not doing what he's supposed to do, and I'm getting frustrated with having to do the same thing. But in essence, having to file those motions sucks. It's annoying, it's time consuming, it's emotionally draining, especially if you're having to keep repeating events and situations that you want to just forget. It can be so emotionally draining having to repeat them, because you have to remember them to relay that information to the judge, because the judge doesn't really know anything about your situation. They literally see hundreds and thousands of dockets every month, every whatever, And so they don't really care enough. They don't know about your situation. So you have to really articulate yourself in a way that shows the judge what's really going on and what the judge needs to do. So it can be very taxing to go through that all the time. So now I've definitely been avoiding filing a motion with the court because I really don't want to do that. And plus, since I'm in school now, I don't want to, like, I don't know what the court date is going to be like. I don't want to put more stress on myself. You know, I already have a lot of things going on. I don't want to keep adding on. But I can't keep ignoring, you know, the things that are going on. Because right now, like, nothing is changing. Nothing is going to change. The person is not going to change because it's been years now and it's still the same thing. Literally the same things that that we've been struggling with for the last 5 years. The same things. So nothing is going to change until something changes. And, well, I'm going to make sure that something changes because I am not going to allow my children and myself to go through this because somebody wants to be, I don't know. But yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like I'm trying to kind of navigate all of those things, and so it can be really challenging when you have ADHD and you're trying to help your children, because with ADHD, like, children who have ADHD need structure. And I mean, everybody needs structure, but like, you need a structured environment because that kind of helps with regulation. And when you as a parent have ADHD, you don't have structure or organization. You struggle with that too. So I'm like, I want to give my kids something that I don't have right now. And so I'm really working on learning the skills and the techniques, and so that I can be able to be better equipped and I can also help my children, because that's ultimately what I want, is to equip them so that they can be well prepared when they go into adulthood. Like, the last thing that I want is to have my child go through their old childhood and then get to adulthood and realize, oh my gosh, I have ADHD, or I have this thing and my parents never told me about it, my parents never equipped me for it, I don't know what I'm doing, this is why I'm struggling so much. Like, I don't want that for them, because that's how it was for me. Like, I just found out this year, after 30 plus years of being alive, that, oh, this is why I struggle so much. This is why I used to get into fights a lot when I was in school. This is why I would get distracted and I would start things and not finish them. This is why. Understanding that really helps. It's really instrumental, because then you can actually know what's going on with you and you can fix it. But I don't want to rant for so long. I've been ranting a lot. So I'm going to try to finish this laundry. And then I am going to work on that. Right now it is 12 p.m. I pick up the kids from school at 3:30 p.m. Depending on the weather. So I'm going to try to kind of get some of my schoolwork things done right now before I have to pick them up, so that when they come back, I can focus my attention on them. And the weather is actually, it was raining yesterday. It was raining yesterday, and today it is nice and sunny. So the weather is really nice. So I want us to go outside and be in the park for a little bit, because we've been cooped up in the house, especially me with all my schoolwork. So I want to be outside for a little bit. I love going to the park. I just haven't been doing it as much as I used to before. So I really want to make that a priority for today. By the way, guys, before I started taking meds, it was so hard for me to even fold clothes without anything, without watching TV, without listening to music, without doing something else that was stimulating my mind. But now the TV is on, but I'm not watching it. I'm not listening to music. I'm folding clothes and I'm enjoying it, which is like ridiculously crazy. And you're like, well, duh, girl, you should be able to do that. Well, if you don't have ADHD, then you don't know. My gosh, you don't know. because your mind is just always racing and you're always thinking about all the things that you need to do. And I feel like sometimes I just really need quiet. And it's hard to get that when your mind is like busy all the time. So yeah, that's one of the things that I noticed fast. I was like, I'm not looking for outside stimulation because I have it now. Oh, crazy. Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping. I actually really want to make sure that I upload this video to you guys because I keep recording them and then I don't upload them. Like I have other videos that I recorded that I'm probably not gonna upload because I'm like, it's already really late. It's already been later than I wanted it to be, and I need to be on top of things. And it's funny because recording videos actually helps me to be on top of things because there's this accountability here. Like you guys are my accountability partners right now. Hi.